my speech. The speech ends with, due to contractual obligations with GSN, Game Show Network, and the World Series of Poker, the suitcase cannot be opened until the air date of April 14th, the year 2009. That's the end of my speech. Interesting as that is, the beginning and the middle are much more interesting. Mr. Contest Master, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, area governor, our friends here today. It started out like any other dinner, a local restaurant, mom and pop home cooking, excellent food, no ambiance at all, but it was excellent food. There was 4 or 5 of us sitting around a table. We were joined a little bit later by another couple that was unexpected. We just happened to meet them there. The gentleman was distinguished, dressed to the nines, self-made millionaire, loving life. His wife, his senior, a little bit more fragile, a little bit more backwards. This gentleman didn't talk a whole lot, but when he did, he had something to say. And when he had something to say, people listened. It was around about the time our main course was served. And this gentleman said, I have one question and one question only for our group. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? That was it. And yet, I was petrified. I had no idea. Fortunately, he started to the right of me and asked each and every one of us around the table what we would do if we knew we couldn't fail. We had an author. We had somebody that wanted to jump out of an airplane, I assume with a parachute. We had a lottery winner. We had people that said things that were unbelievable because they knew they couldn't fail. We had somebody that wanted to go into the healthcare industry to help the handicapped. If they knew they couldn't fail, they'd have to get better. Well, finally it got around to me, and what was I going to say? I said I would like to finish at the final table of the World Series of Poker. He sat back as if he had just devoured a great meal, heard and replayed in his mind what everybody had just said. That was all he said the entire evening, until we said our goodbyes outside the restaurant. And that's when he said to me, Eric, I believe in you, but do you believe in you? Before I could even answer, he was gone in the woods, gone in his car with his wife. And I thought nothing of it. It was 10 days later, I got a piece of mail, registered mail. Inside this mail was a chip, much like you see scattered throughout the tables here. Except this chip said $10,000 on it, which just happened to be the entry to the World Series of Poker tournament. There was also 2 airline tickets and a note from this very same gentleman that said, if you truly believe in you, I'll meet you at the Fort Lauderdale airport. Well, I was starting to believe in me, and I did show up at the Fort Lauderdale airport. Well, fast forward to Las Vegas, Nevada, the Hilton Head Hotel. 612 people started at this tournament. Then there were 500 and 400 and 300 and 200 and 111 people there. And by day 5, we were down to 88 people, and then 44 people, and 16 people, and 8, and then finally, the final table, a table of 6. Each one of us were going to receive a prize between $2,000 and $1 million, plus a gift, as you see in the attaché case. Either it was a watch, whether it be silver or gold or platinum, with diamonds, without diamonds. The number 1 prize, of course, is the bracelet, the World Series of Gold bracelet, diamonds. The bracelet itself was worth $50,000. Now, this is not a story about gambling. It's not a story about casinos. It's a story about believing so much in yourself that you win. No. It's winning because you believe so much in yourself. Yes, everybody in this room could believe in anybody, but if you don't believe in yourself, you have nothing. I didn't come in the final table of this tournament because because I believed in winning. I won because I believed in me. And that's what we need to instill in one another. That it's great to have a cheering section, a rah-rah cheering section. But without believing in yourself, you're nothing. The way this story ends is that because of GSN's rules, regulations, the World Series of Poker, this attaché case cannot be opened until the final air date in April. This is conference.